It's the purple tutorial. Yes, that's cursed, I know. But more importantly, we are now working on, well, actually the biggest complete feature for now is probably the elevators rework, which will now support any kind of elevators. And more importantly, they're moving physically. When I get into that elevator, you can see I'm physically arriving at a checkpoint, which means if anyone is screaming and dying in the elevator, you're gonna hear them slowly fading away, which is pretty much the biggest change front end, but also the ride is very improved. Like, tell me exactly where the teleportation occurs. It doesn't. It was smooth as hell because there's no teleportation. I mean, there is technically a teleportation, but for most of the ride, it's smoothed as well as possible. And the same thing pretty much applies to anything, like items being thrown. Like, I'm obviously on a server right now, on my own server, so everything is simulated correctly. But you just need to trust me on that everything is simulated just as well on a public server. And I think I could show you one of the videos I recorded on Development General with the cursed elevators, if that's fine. I'm gonna shut myself up because I'll simply just show the video here. Alright, so I decided to make this little cursed demo here to show how literally limitless the it's a recording, elevators are after the CCM rework. There is a little door from the entrance zone that I could probably easily remove by some script, but I made it so entrance zone now generates in an elevator, and there is literally entrance zone, well, generated in an elevator, like I just said. Everything is working properly. The intercom is here. I'm pretty sure I can't speak because the voice chat is not re-implemented on the branch, but everything else is working. We have doors that are moving. We have, well, it's pretty much indistinguishable from the proper branch, and there are like actual items spawning in the lockers. As you can see, I can throw new items and stuff like that. And this is a fully functional elevator. I can close it, and right now you can't feel it because how smooth the elevator system is, but I can still move items. I can the elevator travel takes like 10 seconds. But yeah, that is essentially it. And after like 10 seconds in both directions, so it's like 20 seconds in total, I'm not sure actually, we are arriving at light containment zone. We were at heavy containment. Oh, there is obviously some collision happening here, but well, this is how cursed it looks from the third person perspective. This is light containment zone, and you can see the entrance zone, just the entire entrance zone is turning and going back to heavy containment zone over here. Now, isn't that cursed? So yeah, there is that. That's obviously only a showcase of the possibilities. It's not, I'm pretty sure it's just to state the obvious, it's not our plan to have zones generating inside elevators, but what it proves is that we can make pretty much anything with the new elevators. We can put SCP pedestals in them and they're gonna work properly. We can, like, the script literally creates a separate simulated, there's a system of relative positioning which is now used for items and players. So anyone moving inside the elevator is moving relative to the point in the elevator, which essentially means that anything simulating, anything physics-based is happening within that elevator. A completely separate world is literally simulated in that elevator, and I believe we made a test where we ran 2500 elevators at the same time, and it didn't pose any, well, with actual items floating in them, and it didn't pose any significant performance drops, so we don't have to worry about optimization when it comes to the elevator changes. You don't have to worry about that. Actually, the new elevators are way more optimized because the previous system was just, well, bad. It was written by me, so now this is my redemption. I need to make a better one. And yeah, I guess that's it. We get to the point where we're actually adding new stuff. Speaking of new stuff, let's see the Spectator. Oh, you won't be able to see the Spectator because it's not working yet. Okay, well, oh, now it's working. See? This is the kind of thing that you will see here. There is like a little... Oh, I can't scroll it now. But there's going to be like a little... I think when I keep spawning myself as Spectator and Tutorial, it's gonna get more of that. No, it's not. Anyway, there's going to be like a list of players that look like that. This part over here, this red border, indicates the current health. You can also see the health here. It's obviously a bit smaller on your screen, but if I made it full screen and full HD, you would be easily able to tell what it says on the text. Anyway, so it shows the health, the Hume shield, the name, the nickname of the player. I think I can just show a few screenshots that I posted before. I think I posted it on Art channel. I just need to make sure that I don't spoil something else accidentally, because there's a lot of screenshots on Art channels that I don't want to accidentally show. Oh, okay, never mind. I need to... from Hubert as image in Art discussion. So this is how it works, essentially. That's how it's gonna look. That's a cool concept. Alright, so here is a little... Okay, I've got another video that I can show. Oh, well, wrong screen, hold on. Come on, stop switching. Oh, and when we have a lot of people, then they kind of get like collapsed into a list. So we have the main people that you're currently spectating. Right now it's spectating this player. I can press left and right click, or I can click directly on one of the players on the list, and you're just going to switch to it. Alright, now just to make sure, I'm gonna change to the main scene, just to make sure I don't spoil anything accidentally. And now I can go back. Okay. So yeah, so this is how the Spectator is gonna work. That's more, and also I think that it's fair to say, I'm not sure if it's still going to be possible, but the plan is to make the actual first-person animations to play when you're spectating someone, so you don't see your camera being glued to their model, and you can see their third-person animations being played from the camera perspective, but we will try to make it so the actual proper first-person animations are shown instead. Okay, another... I forgot about one thing. Disclaimer, this is a proof of concept and it is not going to be added in the base game. It may be, but probably won't. Crouching. It now works in the game, but we don't believe that this is something this game needs or requires, and actually it may negatively impact the way it works. But yeah, now it's possible, and again, it's only a proof of concept, treated on the same level as you treated the entrance zone generating inside an elevator. So yeah, like again, this is just showing off that the new system is working, and do not confuse it as an actual feature, because most likely we're not really happy with how, like after we may add it in, we may keep it until like Patreon posts or something like that, but I'm pretty sure it's not something we wanna do. We would rather focus with our level design to make it, you know, give more options for players in their standing position, because that's yet another thing that may negatively impact the weapons interaction. Like, it already sucks if you're running down the hallway and you're just getting sniped out of nowhere, and now imagine that this sniper is crouching right now. Like, that's an extra harder way to detect that sniper. Where is it?
If you also check your DMs, Hubert, I sent you what it looks like in third person, or what I saw in my perspective.
This is what it looks like in third person. That's really cursed, yeah.
the chaos without the mask, or the
and
the gas mask. It's so cursed.
Yeah, and you can also see that back then there was no post-processing, because literally the entire game is... It's gonna be a bit funny. So I am now talking through Unity. Right now I'm muted on OBS, and everything you can hear... I literally cannot play that video. Hold on, let me just download it and play it in video player. There we go. Okay, so I am now talking through Unity. Right now I'm muted on OBS, and everything you can hear now is purely from Unity. I can just prove it to you. I will keep talking, and yeah, and that's I was just talking through the voice chat test, and I was testing on the other side, and you could hear me through Unity because I was muted on OBS. And there should be one more video that I have. That was my experimental video here. Oh, that all right. And this is what it sounds like to record at an 8,000 sampling rate. And that was, never mind. That's and this is what it sounds like to record. Yeah, that was an unrelated video. Here's a different one. Now I need to figure out a way to make. I was posting a different videos to development team. Something like that. My progress. So yeah, there was a bunch of failed attempts, but eventually I managed to get something to work. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Right, so yeah, that was actually the first successful attempt where I could record something and then play it again. Let me try one of the first videos that I posted because that was actually quite funny. Maybe this one? Okay, so this is and OBS is changing the fix that. No. Well, I can't find it now, but it really doesn't matter. The point is, we're working on our own voice chat. That's the long story short. I'm not sure why I was going too much in depth into that, but I thought it's like cool to show those little videos. There's a lot of like, I just like